Imagine driving on a street and your tires hit a manhole that doesn't have a cover on it. That makes for one heck of a pothole. Good evening, I'm Kelly Swoop. Now, at first the city thought that it had replaced all of the missing covers late Tuesday, 16 total, but there was one that they missed. Rosie's back now with more on this story. Rose?
Well, Kelly, the covers were taken sometime late Monday, early Tuesday morning. Most were on the side of the road in the grass on Lombard Street, but some were right in the middle of the road. And all these holes posed a big danger for drivers and pedestrians alike. That is an awful long way to fall. The hole is about 20 feet deep and kind of smelly and full of water. When thieves wrestled the 90-pound cover off of this storm sewer, they didn't think that children or anyone else would be walking to the legendary Lou Carpuzzi fields to play a game. But the folks who work here did, and immediately roped off the hole and called the city.
They play on Tuesday night and they park along here, and that's when they noticed it. So he called to my attention right away. And I thank him for it because people walk through here all the time. And thank God nothing happened because somebody could have probably easily fallen in there.
Public Works was Johnny on the spot, but this now 17th missing manhole needed a special sized cover, so they had to wait to find one. To replace the covers on East Lombard Street, it'll cost the city roughly $1,800, but the cost to the public could have been even greater.
And what they're doing is unconscionable because they're putting people at risk. I mean, they're really putting people's lives at risk. The amount of metal, the cost of this, even the cost of replacement is so small compared to the danger that is being created for our citizens.
Most of the stolen covers were in grassy areas on the side of East Lombard Street, but the thieves even took some out of the middle of the road. With a missing manhole, you can always think of damage to cars, but for a cyclist, this is pretty bad. Hitting a 25-inch gap in the road with a bike would almost guarantee a trip to the pavement at the minimum.
You don't realize just how hazardous it can be if a manhole cover is missing until you ride a bicycle. Not that it's not hazardous for an automobile or truck, but if you're riding a bicycle, it could quite literally result in a fatal accident. So it's not something to be taken lightly.
Now, after wrestling these now 17 manhole covers out of the ground, loading them onto a truck and carting them off, how much are they really worth? Well, to a legitimate scrap dealer, the most this 1,700 pounds or so could fetch would be anywhere from, say, $100 to $150. A lot of work for very, very little profit. Roosevelt Leftwich, ABC 2 News.